Alright, Spring Asar Week 3, or Part 3 actually, is here, and this one's gonna frustrate a lot of people because this is focused on reverse controls, and no one likes it, including me. So, yeah, this fight is a mess, because the reverse controls, here's how it works. Every 8 seconds you get reverse controls on you, and then it goes on cooldown, and then it comes back, and then it just repeats that cycle. So you have to stay alert, and this is gonna be a test of awareness for sure. And one other thing to note here is this has the node where you only do damage via special attacks if you have a prowess active, and to get this prowess with any champion you have to dodge Gwenpool's special attack. So you have to be aware, because if like you are in, you know, the reverse controls phase and you like try to dash forward or something, then you're gonna get clipped, right? And if you get clipped, this 6-second timer starts, and if it expires you get instantly knocked out, and to remove it you have to do a light ending combo attack. So it's just really complex, and if you like mess up the dex or something, it can be very, very punishing. However, with Mole Man here, he's kind of safe for this fight, because like if you accidentally block her special attack, you can safely do that, because Mole Man can block any unblockable, which is very, very clutch for this fight. And yeah, his damage output on the special attack too is just very good as well. So yeah, he is honestly a very safe option for this fight. There isn't like much to it besides just like playing by the rules of this fight, which is just manage your reverse controls, be aware, and just drop your special attacks while you have the prowess active from the node. And one more thing, there is Matador, so you like can't gain your power naturally, you have to just bail out special attack. So yeah, bail out the SP1 since like it is the best bang for your buck on getting power, and once you do that you are chilling and this fight is a wrap. I'll be honest, your first few attempts are gonna go terribly. You're gonna be like, what even is this? You're gonna struggle a lot. And for these rank 5 6-star fights, I am boosted, because I think you should boost for this fight 100%, since yeah, she hits very hard, and like if she hits you with like her special attack, it's gonna sting for sure. So yeah, the rank 3 Mole Man was unboosted, and you know, it's Mole Man, you gotta appreciate the boy, right? But this one I am boosted for sure, because I just wanted to play it safe with a rank 5 Iceman. And here is why Iceman is good for it. Why is he good for it? I think he's just an objective, and that's why he's good for it. I think that's really it. However, if you do get hit by the SP1, he is Incinerate immune, so that's pretty cool. He's also immune to bleed, so like if you get clipped, you will survive. And one more thing, Iceman with the frostbites is pretty vicious, especially because whenever you drop your special attack and you have the prowess up, it counts the frostbite damage as just like normal damage. So yeah, he honestly hits pretty hard. Like right there, a nice 80,000 crit plus a nice detonation there as well. And it's like some good stuff for sure. Here I dropped the SP1, and then I realized, wait a second, this might be the better playstyle, because as you can see, the frostbites are proccing a lot more. And so here I dropped the SP2, and it is a massive SP2, a beautiful crit. Iceman is just a really, really nice option for this fight. Just a very safe champion overall as well. And yeah, here she drops the SP1, no big deal. I go back in here, she drops it again, and just stay aware of the reverse controls, right? If you want, I guess like the best thing to do, make sure that whenever you're like about to push her to a bar of power, make sure that like your controls aren't about to be switched, because if that's the case, you're gonna have to do like a really annoying dex where like you have to do the first part of it while like, you know, with reverse controls, but then the other part without it, and it's like, it's really confusing. So just make sure that whenever you like dodge a special attack, it is with like the same control for the entire special attack. So like that's the one like bit of advice I have for this fight. Here I dropped the SP2, detonation ends the fight, beautiful stuff. Iceman is just an absolute beast. And yeah, now we have Toad here. So Toad is, I think, the safest option for this objective, and he's honestly one of the safest characters to practice with for this fight, but he is not a Paragon objective, he is just a Valiant objective. So yeah, like if you are Valiant, I would do this one first, because Toad is a very safe champion since he has so much regen, because you want to just drop SP1s here because it's a long fight, and if you drop the SP2, your prowess just disappears, and then yeah, you can't really do much about that. And I forgot, oh my gosh, 5 minutes in and I forgot a node. So there's also a node where like whenever she is below a bar of power, this timer starts, and once the timer expires, you lose a lot of health, right? However, you can prevent that by just pushing her over a bar of power and just being aggressive. So it's a really straightforward node. Then there's like other like small nodes, like, you know, she can't be like, you can't stop the reverse controls basically, because if you try to do it, you take a ton of degen damage, so like bye bye Juggernaut. Yeah, that's really like about it for different nodes. It's a very interesting fight. But yeah, here she drops the SP1, I go back in, I drop my own SP1, and look at what I did here. I dropped the SP1 right when my controls were about to be like, you know, like switched to normal. So like when I had to dex the SP1, potentially I could do it all in like one single control. So yeah, just keep that in mind, right? Like if you are doing an SP1 or something, make sure that like you time it really well to where once you're out of the SP1, you are now back to like a full control set, if that makes any sense. It really doesn't, but like just try to avoid doing a very tough dex of the SP1 where like you have to dex the first half of it while inverted, but then the other half of it, it's like with regular controls. Just try to avoid that because you'll mess it up most of the time anyway. But yeah, here we drop the SP1 in a second here, and yeah, the damage output for Toad is honestly pretty good. When he crits really nicely. But like this fight is just it's a very controlled one for sure. Like once you're in the rhythm, it's pretty straightforward. However, Toad is kind of squishy, so like if she does clip you with the SP1, it's gonna one-shot you basically, so just watch out for that. But yeah, that's why the unblockable part of the node is really annoying, but you can manage it. You just have to just get in a rhythm, right? That's all this fight is. It's just a rhythm, and you can see that like once you are in the rhythm, you do great damage first of all, but then it's also just not really too bad of a fight. But yeah, here I dropped the relic because I saw my controls are like still reversed, and here I dropped the SP1, but she blocked it, so that was kind of iffy. That was a mistake on my end for sure, but it's okay because here I drop another SP1, we get a nice crit at the start, and this fight's going to be over pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, not too bad overall. So yeah, my main characters used for this were Toad, Iceman, and Moleman. I think all are great options for the objectives. I think they are like close to the best in each category. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this I almost said Eternity of Pain. Let me know your thoughts on this Spring of Sorrow fight. And yeah, that's about it for me.